Checking. Okay, I'm Aaron Hallett. I write original Christian rock. For some reason, this plugin just went huge, and I don't know that I did anything. Okay, that's weird. I write original stuff. I sit down and just start making I start making things up, just like right off the bat usually. So that's what I'm going to do. So original Christian rock, and that just means mostly my lyrics sometimes are geared towards that, but that's about it. That was the sloppiest playing that ever happened, but I think that works. Before I forget how to play anything that I just came up with, I'm just going to hit record and go for it. I just got the main guitar done. It's kind of testing that theory where if I come up with something stupidly simple, I can't play it to save my life because I start just zoning out and playing a different thing. But this is a more complicated thing, and I was right through just fine. Yeah, so it's not about the parts being too difficult. I literally just zone out and don't know that I'm even playing guitar anymore. So that's what happens when I do simple stuff. I want to do it because it sounds good, but then if I try to do an all the way through thing, I'm like, gone. I digress. Let's see what that sounds like. All right, I think I need to slightly adjust this for clarity. I realize it's distorted like crazy and drop tuned and all that, but when I say clarity, I mean I don't hear extra sizzle between the notes that's making it hard to tell what I'm doing. I also got rid of a lot of low end. So for this, I'm not going to play all the way through. I already got one of those done, so I do a multi-window thing where you see all the parts, but I'm only going to show one guitar because it's just too freaking much to track a 3.5-4 minute song all the way through 8 times. It just gets too much for me to even do anything. Okay. So all I'm gonna do is each little part so I can like figure out where the hell I am. Yeah, this will work out because if I've got to do a little punch in and adjust one of these, it's not gonna be that big a deal. Verse, chorus. Let me color code so I can tell what the heck I'm looking at. So these two are that little riff. All right, so the chorus after the first one is twice as long. All right, so I'm gonna do a left side as well. That sounds kind of weird, but you need it to be in order for this to not destroy the mix. So the low end there is mostly an illusion because I got that cut. What I cut it at, it was ridiculous. 307 hertz. The other ones have not quite that severe, but pretty close. The lower in octaves I go, the more I'm going to cut the guitar. Guitar solo, I don't think I hit any wrong notes, so even if I did, I probably don't even care. All right, I had to do a brief intermission, so I just came back, grabbed my bass. I've got this thing drop tuned like crazy. I gotta get new strings for it. I got this thing 2 days ago now. Been looking at I'm trying to find like custom super heavy strings because I got what should be a B tuned down to an E and so on. And I can do that with strings, no problem. These are a little bit floppy. So if you see me like, I'm trying not to hit it hard and bend the pitch too much, but okay. All right, I had a few resets because I'm still adjusting to the spacing on this bass. I hope my camera's okay because I keep hearing this beeping from it, but it looks like everything's normal, so I don't know. I just did the drums, did my usual thing. I shortened the note lengths because my module spits them out way too long and they overlap and it's kind of stupid. So I did that. Scanned and found a few like weird triggers that shouldn't be there, like cymbal vibration. I'll just do ba 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 on one note. So yeah, that adds that like 8-string guitar attack that the pitch shifting doesn't replicate. It's also just nice because it's like perfectly in tune and right there. All right, I just went into the house, had to eliminate the coffee that had worked its way down through my body into my bladder, and I put a few lyrics down. Couple tries, bunch of randomness, and I think I got it. I think that is a rap. Actually, it's more like a metal song. Okay, that was the cheesiest, stupidest pun I've ever said. Okay, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. I've been doing more like copy pasting and doing like one guitar take through and then punching the rest in and more realistic recording stuff, because historically I had been doing a lot more than that and it just takes too much time. It's a pain in my butt, and I'm like just showing how I would put together a song here and how I actually am putting together songs, and I can do that, but it sucks. Like I said, for the reasons I don't want to repeat myself. Anyway, that's how I'm doing it now. So yeah, and frankly, I think these mixes sound really cool. The new plugin, Thaw Amp, is awesome. I have bias effects too, and I had been using that since late 2010s. I have no complaints about the plugin. You can do pretty much everything on it. You can do stereo rattling and all kinds of cool things, tuning and whatnot, but it's kind of like something that does everything, whereas this Thaw Amp does metal and it does it well. So I'm really liking that, having fun with the MIDI stuff, because I just want to keep incorporating more things like that. I'm trying new things. I don't want to keep recycling the same songs and genres even. Frankly, I don't even know if I'm the same genre I used to be. I gotta collect my thoughts here. I'm just gonna do my ending thing and get out. A little sleepy again. I stayed up late. Lyrics I put down are gonna be copy pasted to the bottom of the description box. The middle of that description box has where you can find me online, purchase and stream my music. I've got a lot of music up because I write a song a day. I've been doing so since 2019, I think, is when I started doing the videos. I wasn't doing a song every single day then. It was like every other or 3 days, but now it's every day. Then at the top of my description box, remember I said it's Christian rock in the beginning? There's a link there that'll just take you to the best Bible teaching. That's the only thing I say about it at all, other than my lyrics are sometimes about that sort of thing. I'm not going to sit here and teach you anything or do that kind of stuff. That's just not my thing. But I can say this is really good stuff. It's a good objective teaching. There's a lot of subjective stuff online, which means traditional denominational stuff or anything else that just gets piled on and skews the meaning. But this is the exception. It's really good teaching, only teaching. What does it actually say? What were the writers intending? Grammar translation from the original languages, and just really on point. So I put it there as a resource if you want to check it out, and that's pretty much that. Song is coming up right after I shut up, so I'll do that, and you can see the final version.